fam. It's your favorite cousin, your favorite nephew, your favorite uncle, your favorite son, your favorite father, your best friend's best friend. It's me, Dr. Larry, and welcome to Living For You, the YouTube channel. This is a safe space, and it is a positive place in which we come together, we learn from one another, we grow from one another, and we educate one another and share with one another on this journey that we all have in common, and that is the journey of life. To my loyal, faithful family who has been rocking with me since ultimately almost day one, I'd like to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. You guys know you are my bread and butter. You are my bee's knees. I love you. You're my people. We're family. And at some point, we're going to come up with a name for our family. So I thank you for continually rocking with me. Go ahead and hit the like button. To those of you who watch the channel, but who have yet to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let's get more and more people out here getting this positive stuff on the internet that's not out there with all of that negative stuff. This is a safe space and a positive place for us to come together. So go ahead and subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. And also, by the way, hit the like button as well. To those of you who've never seen my face, I want you to hit the like button still. However, just to let you know, I am Dr. Larry Smith. I am a certified life and spiritual coach. I am an entrepreneur. I'm an educator, historian. The list goes on and on of yada, yada, yada I have behind my name. However, my goal in this world is to kind of help people. And so whatever I can do to position myself in a place so I can help as many people as possible, that is what I do. So that is why I went into the profession that I went in, and every ambition and motivation I have for myself is usually to help my people, you guys out there. If you'd like to know more about me, Dr. Larry, you can actually go to my business website, which is www.liveforyoucoaching.com. That is www.liveforyoucoaching.com. Learn more about me, learn more about some of the things I have to offer through my business as it relates to courses, as it relates to life coaching, as it relates to my book that's out now on Amazon, The Freedom Prescription. That's all out there at www.liveforyoucoaching.com. And if you want to follow me on social media, where I am highly active, always doing something, always posting, responding, sharing, all these things, you can follow me actually at Dr. Larry Smith on both Instagram and Facebook. That is Dr. Larry Smith on both Facebook and Instagram. All right, so listen, family, I wanted to get on today to talk about something very important. You know, part of my mission is to educate, but also part of my mission is to help my family out, help you out, and so that you can have an easy life. Because there's a lot of obstacles that we're going to have in life. There are many hurdles that we're going to have in life. And while we learn from those hurdles and learn from those obstacles, it's important for us to try to avoid as many as we possibly can. And I believe that when we know better, we do better. If you go backwards in time 100 years ago, say to 1922, there wasn't a lot of access out there for everybody. And this is, I'm specifically speaking in the experience of being an African-American male and having an African-American experience. If you're going back 100 years or so, there was not a lot of opportunities out there for us and for our families. We had to work our way with what we knew. And being not that long outside of slavery, most people just either worked in agriculture or got a job 9 to 5 or more, or whatever they could do to find a way to survive. Well, if you fast forward back into modern times today, we have so many opportunities that are out there for us to not only to do better for ourselves, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but we have all kinds of options out there to do better for ourselves economically, health-wise, financially, and so forth. And so I'm getting on today because I want to talk about a potential option that you guys have, and I would like to offer that to you guys. If you're new or if you do not know, I am also a licensed insurance agent, insurance producer. I am licensed to sell health insurance, and I'm licensed to sell life insurance. I have my license in 3 states. I have my license in California, Louisiana, my home state, and Georgia, my second home. So I can sell insurance in California, Louisiana, and Georgia. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I want to make that offer to you guys. But I want to give you context and understanding of why it's important. Specifically, this video is talking about life insurance. And for those of you who don't know, life insurance is a way to cover a lot of things. When we think of life insurance, of course, we automatically go to final expenses, funerals, and the type of aftercare services that are needed beyond death. But life insurance encompasses so much more than just that. It is a bigger thing that can actually help you and your family accumulate wealth. And it doesn't matter what kind of family you have. We're not sitting here judging your family. Whether you're a single parent where you have two fathers or two mothers, a mother or father, interracial couple, family, big family, small family, doesn't matter your family type. That is so unimportant to this. What is important is that you protect your family and you give your family the opportunity for economic advancement in the future. And life insurance is that financial product for that. And like I said, it's more than just covering final expenses. It covers a whole gamut of things. For example, say if you're a young person, say if you're a person who doesn't have a family and you're just by yourself, but you still should have life insurance for several reasons. One, it's a way to protect your assets. It's also a way to ensure that you're taken care of and that those who may get the benefits of it or the beneficiaries of it are also taken care of if there's any type of aftercare that's needed if something happens. Just insurance is not to prevent something from happening. Insurance is really a mechanism to have a safe landing when something does happen. Now, you won't get rich just by having insurance, but it is a step towards wealth building. Let's talk about a whole life insurance policy really quick. With a whole life insurance policy, it's a little bit more than a term life. So if you're single and you just need a little basic life insurance policy, something to cover yourself, I would recommend, and you're young, I would recommend like a term life. And then you can always upgrade from term life to whole life insurance policy. But if you have the economics and the ability to pay and you want to be more composite with your care for your family, you want to go for a whole life insurance policy. And that not only covers final funeral expenses, but here's some good things about that. One of the good things is if you got a child going to college, it'll cover college expenses with no tax consequences for taking the money out, because it accrues money in a whole life insurance policy, as well as pay for the final expenses and other things, like disability and so many other riders that you can attach to your policy. Or say if you're purchasing your first home, you can take out the down payment for your first home from your insurance policy, and it'll be taxed. There'll be no tax on it. Or if there are medical expenses, it's the same thing. There'd be no tax on it. So there's a lot of benefits to having it. You also accrue money, and you're building up a nest egg that is being invested for you, so that when retirement comes around, you'll have that nest egg built to add towards your wealth. If you've already purchased your home, if you have bank accounts or whatever it is, it's a way to solidify your wealth in your old age, as well as growing as a family or growing as a person through education, through purchasing a home, which is a surefire way, which is the most common way, the most easiest way to secure wealth in your family is purchasing property. And you can do this with a life insurance policy. And there's so many other things. There's fixed policies, there's variable policies, there are many different things that can be specifically tailored towards the needs of you if you're single, or the needs of you and your partner if you're in a relationship, or the needs of you and your family if you're part of a family. But it is super, super important that you look into taking that financial investment, and it's a small financial investment. I have seen term life insurance policies less than $20 a month, $120 a year in premium, which is only about $12 a month in life, but you're accruing and you're building towards a life insurance policy, and that's for a policy that's about a $250,000 benefit. So you see how that works, and it's a very small contribution to you, but it's a great contribution and financial investment for your family and for your future. And it's super, super, super important. And I know we don't want to think about having insurance, life insurance, and these types of things, but you never know what life can bring you. You never know what experience you might have in life. I'll use my own personal family as an example. My dear mother, as you guys know, I've done videos, I've talked about it, I've acknowledged this, I've given you information on the background. In 2019, I lost my mother. My mother was lost to CHF, that's congestive heart failure, and she was very young. My mother was 56 years old, less than 16 years older than where I am now. And so she didn't have any type of insurance policy. And so when it came time to the final expenses, it put almost a strain on family because we had to figure out how to take care of the final expenses. And usually in those moments, people are stressed, people are angry, people are sad, people are depressed, and it's all over the place, and it's hard to get anything definitely done and figured out, and you have to go back and forth and all of these other things, and it can become a stressful situation for the family. And so it's super important that if you already have those plans in place, if you already have that set in place and in motion, you relieve a lot of the stress that someone would have to take care of should you pass, or should it be a family member who passed. You alleviate the stress before the stress is actually a stress. And so I wish my mom had had life insurance. Now, I'm not a person who goes back and woulda, shoulda, coulda. It happened, it was what it was, it is what it is. But I'm telling you from my own personal experience that it would have been preferential had she had a life insurance policy. It motivated me in multiple ways. It motivated me to make sure I get my own life insurance policy so that I have the things that I need and my loved ones have the things that they need. And it also motivated me to become an insurance producer, an insurance agent, because I know from my own personal experience that this is a difficult thing for many people to deal with when there's not an insurance policy in place. And as you guys know, as I've said at the beginning of this call, and as I have always said, I'm about making sure my people have what they need. I love my people. I love you all. And so I want you guys to be best equipped for those life challenges as they come. Don't take life challenges as they come. If there's some that you can prevent, try to prevent the challenges ahead of time. And insurance is a way to prevent a potential challenge later on down the line. And it's like I say, it's a smart, inexpensive financial investment, not just for final cost, but for your family and for your future and for your future wealth to be able to pass for generations to generations to generations. One of the secrets a lot of people don't talk about generally, especially within the Black community, is how important credit, insurance, and your financial services are within your community. The idea of passing down generational wealth is no longer simply saving and holding money in a bank account, hoping that one day that money's going to be worth more than what it is through inflation or whatever the case may be, and you can pass it down to your family down the line. However, because of how things going, because of how life is unexpected, you never know when you have to pull that money out. So it's best to have your assets aligned in places of protection. And one of those places to protect your assets is through life insurance. And so that's why I wanted to get on here, because I want to talk to you for real. Like, not in no pretend way, not in no way of trying to sell you something. I just want you all to know that there are options out there for you. And should you choose those options, you are doing a huge service to your family. One of the things I tell my clients, whether they're young or old, is I congratulate them on taking this step, because you are protecting, you are nurturing, you are doing a great thing, and you're looking very forward into the future, making sure that your family have what they need in those times of need. So insurance, life insurance, is super, 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 super important. I've seen it where people have struggled. I've seen it where people have had it easy because they've had those things in place for their family. But the option is yours, okay? Like I said before, I'm not here to get on here just to sell you anything. I wouldn't have taken that test, wasted time studying all that material and going through all of the hoops and loops and barrels and fees and things that I had to do to get my insurance license if I did not believe in helping my people. If I did not believe that this is a necessity and it's going to be an asset to whomever purchases a policy and whomever begins to start that ball rolling. The earlier, the younger you can do it, the better. But it doesn't matter your age. There is a life insurance policy out there for you. And because I am connected, and because I am partnered with MJ Harris Insurance, OmniBay, I have access to many different providers, from Great Western to Amico to American General, and to different insurance providers. So I can definitely find a policy plan and a payment plan that is suitable pretty much for everybody, that it can be affordable to them. You have options. So it's not just a one-stop shop. It's a shop with many different options that you can choose that can best be tailored specifically for you. There is no one-size-fit-all insurance policy. In fact, insurance policies are generally tailored, custom to each particular policyholder and insured individual. And so it is very important that you know that. And because of my passion for helping my people, I'm out here taking the time that I would normally shoot a video and using this video to tell you, get life insurance. It's not going to hurt you. It can only help you. And it's not as expensive as people think. You get way more, way more than you get giving in. The more than you put in, you get way more. And you're going to be able to bless your family. You're going to be able to bless yourself. And you're going to be able to leave people in a good position or build wealth off of your whole life insurance policy. So as I stated in the video, I am an insurance producer. That is one of my businesses, you guys. And I want to see everybody out in the sound of my voice insured and having themselves a healthy lifestyle and preparing for their future and thinking about generational wealth, because that is how we get out of a lot of things. I'm not saying money and wealth solves every single problem, because obviously you guys know I'm about mental health, I'm about inner workings, I'm about spiritual life and all of those things. But to me, planning for your future and having a solid investment plan and family generational wealth plan and aftercare expenses and whatever else you need as it relates to those things is just as important as your mental health, your spiritual health, and your physical health. That is your economic health. Wealth is health, health is wealth, and so you have to figure all of this out. And if you can get it done affordably, then I recommend you get it done as soon as possible, because you have nothing to lose. So, if you are interested in buying insurance, in purchasing an insurance policy, you can email me directly at drlarrysmith at drlarry at livingforyoucoaching.com. That is drlarry at livingforyoucoaching.com, and of course it's going to show up on the screen. You can email me there requesting information about a policy there, or you can also give me a phone call at the office. That number is 562-706-8506. That's 562-706-8506. Leave a message, leave your name and phone number, and I can contact you back. And it'll just take about no more than an hour of your time to get you a policy in place, to get the application together, and I will work with you directly. I will be mindful of you and understanding of you and your time, and so I don't want to spend too much of your time putting it together. But you can do any of those things. You can DM me on Instagram or private message me on Facebook. You can email me at drlarry at liveforyoucoaching.com, or you can even shoot me a phone call at 562-706-8506 at the office. Leave a message with your name, your number, and that you have interest in insurance, and we can get the ball rolling. I can call you back within 24 hours, and we can get the ball rolling. So once again, family, I love you. This is a safe space, a positive place that we help each other. And I know for certain from my own personal experiences and watching the experiences of others, getting a life insurance policy is one of the best family investments, personal investments that you can do for yourself and your family for future generations down the line. That's it. I had to get on here and talk about that. Like I said, reach out to me any of those ways. I'll also put that information in the description down in the comment section. And just hit me up and let's get you going, and let's get your insurance going so that we can take care of just one thing, so that you have one less thing to think about and one less thing to be concerned with. And you are also building generational wealth. Did I say that? Anyway, I love you all. As I always say, I love you with the highest love that Spirit has made possible for me to love you. And I want to see all of us thrive and survive and be successful and build wealth and live healthy, whole, happy, peaceful, inner peaceful, loving lives. That's it. I'll see you in the next video.